the Agile Brand.
Many brands waste tons of media spend sending offers to customers who've already converted, and a solution to minimize this is really top of mind for marketers out there that want to maximize efficiency and effectiveness of their marketing efforts. Welcome to One Amazing Thing About ActionIQ with Greg Kihlström. I'm your host, Greg Kihlström. And I'd like to welcome Jack Cochran, Director, Solution Consulting at ActionIQ, and he's going to be sharing one amazing thing about ActionIQ with us today, and that's dynamic media suppressions. So Jack, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Greg. Happy to be here.
Why don't we start with you giving a little background on you and your role at ActionIQ?
Yeah, absolutely. Sounds good. So, as you said, Director of Solution Consulting, I'm responsible for leading our team of technical sellers. And it's our responsibility to help customers and even our prospective customers to really understand how a customer data platform can improve their overall customer experiences for their brands.
Yeah, great. So we're going to dive in a second and take a look at the feature itself. But why don't we start with you? Why did you choose this feature to showcase, and who's the audience for it? Why is it important to them? So a little bit of background.
Yeah, sure. So I picked this because this is really the most common use case that our customers start with. And honestly, because it's really the simplest to implement and the easiest to understand, actually. And at the same time, it has a very large immediate impact on saving money and driving revenue. This is for brands who advertise and try to get new customers while at the same time trying to reduce their cost of acquiring those customers. And so we do it through what we call dynamic media suppressions. Stated more plainly, we're going to help you to stop advertising to your existing customers who've already signed up or subscribed or purchased or whatever your model is. And then those ad dollars, you can redirect those right to the customers you want to target, or the prospective customers in that case you want to target, to improve the performance of your overall ad campaigns.
Great.
And so also how we can create a quick audience of that, remove those from your ad campaigns, then activate it directly to Google.
Perfect. Great. Well, yeah, let's dive in. Let's take a look. Why don't you share your screen?
Yeah, sure. Let me do that real quick. Screen sharing. Sometimes the trickiest part.
Right. Well, with demos, it's always something. But yeah.
That's always the trick. Yeah. So what you're looking at here, though, if I've done it correctly, is ActionIQ. And we're looking at just our audiences layer, as I talked about before. This is where we define all of our segments that we use for suppression, for activation, for journey splits. Everything in our platform kind of revolves around this. I've started an audience here you can see called Dynamic Suppression June 2024. So let's go ahead and edit that. We can see what's going on. You can see I've started with people who have opted out of marketing. I've added a couple more behavioral information as well. But what I want to do is look for those current customers and make sure I'm including my current customers in those I'm going to suppress from my ad campaigns. I click save. And then when I count, it's going to return the actual count of the number of current customers and people in this audience we're going to suppress. We can see it's about 2.5 million people that we're going to suppress from our ad campaigns.
Got it. And so this is dynamic suppression. So I'm assuming if we get some more customers, that number is gonna change.
Yeah, absolutely right. This is completely dynamic. So as we have new customers, they're automatically going to get suppressed. I'm going to create an activation that's going to be a recurring activation to Google in this point. And so when this runs every day that I'll set up on a schedule, anyone who's a new customer every day is automatically going to get updated in the new list and sent out. You don't have to come back and worry about it. It's always going to exclude those new customers. And that's really where the magic and the cost savings happens if you think about it. Like nothing's worse from a customer experience when you purchase something and then you get a better promotion for something 2 days later for the thing you already paid full price for. So we not only help our customers and brands to drive down their costs, improve their revenue, but it also helps them to provide an overall better customer experience for their customers.
Yeah. Return on ad spend. I hear that all the time with customers that I work with and stuff. So no, that makes a lot of sense. That's great. Nice. Well, thanks so much for showing this feature. So one last question for you. what would a next step for someone to do this? You showed one example of, within the product itself, but what's something else that someone might do next after using this?
Well, I mean, after this, I mean, we've gone through trying to acquire the customers. Well, now that they've been acquired, now that they're a customer, what do we do with that? So that's where they usually do some type of multi-step, multi-path welcome journeys, because your customer engagement, now that they are a customer, that's going to vary based upon how they engage with your brand, how often they come back to it. And so you need to provide a tailored customer experience based upon that, so that you can drive that loyalty over time. And ActionIQ helps with this as well.
Great, great, wonderful. Well, thanks so much for joining the show. For those that liked what they saw and want to learn a little bit more, what's the best way for them to see more and get their hands on it?
Best way is probably check out our website, actioniq.com. There you can get more information about the things I will walk through, as well as other use cases. You can see customer information, and also there'll be links to get in touch with our team as well if you want to talk to us directly.
Wonderful. Well, again, I'd like to thank Jack Cochran, Director of Solution Consulting at ActionIQ, for joining the show. You can learn more about Jack and ActionIQ by following the links in the show notes.